Because right now it's not really. It's not
We
really.
are good to go. It says that we are live, and it better be true, damn it. I'm seeing it right here.
I'll refresh my page and it's not appearing on the uploads. Hold on, let me.
Keep refreshing. Keep refreshing. You'll be good. There we go. I see it right there.
Ding! Got it.
Gotta love technology. All right. And typing. Thank you. Welcome all to some Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I've been waiting for this for freaking ever. Like, thanks guys for finally getting it out after so long. You teases, freaking releasing in Japan first.
Well, I've noticed one immediate difference is that they're instead of just panning over this Hyrule field, they are now panning over the whole game. Yeah, everywhere.
It's like, hey guys, you haven't seen this part of the game yet? Well, you will.
Well, it certainly does add intrigue. Really does.
Yeah, it just...
Oh, you know what? This is actually the first time I've seen Pharaoh Woods get panned over, because they never pan it over.
Whimsy is a wonderful thing now, isn't it?
Yeah, I love this.
Be glad.
So, I'm guessing everyone can hear us.
Would one of you volunteer to mute your mic and then listen to the stream for a couple of seconds?
Yeah, give me a second.
And Zero has volunteered, and Dale has immediately volunteered to tribute. That was quick. More typing. Oh, for the love of God! I can't talk in this house. People will be able to hear you too if you don't keep it down yourselves.
Okay, I heard Dale.
Go. Look, I gotta do something here. So
I'm muted, motherfucker. What you talking about?
I heard you say something.
Serious here.
Okay, anyway, I heard both of you, but you might want to turn down the game's volume a bit, Inferno.
What is there? It's always the game with you. It's always the game.
I barely heard your voice at all over the sound of the game's music. And I have headphones on.
Of course you have headphones on. Why wouldn't you have headphones? If you didn't have headphones on, that'd be very concerning.
True.
I'm lowering the game a bit. I'm lowering it down to... It's not like half of what it was. Ow! This is why we mute our mics, gentlemen.
Yep.
I got bored, so I'm muting myself.
Is it any better now?
It's a little better.
If I boost the mic anymore, I don't think it'll be too good for everyone's ears.
Nope, you'd probably break someone's eardrums. And then we would have a riot on our ass.
And I don't want that.
Nope, no one does.
You know who wants that? Haters.
Bales?
Yeah.
Should I worry about what goes on in that mind of yours sometimes?
Too bad, gentlemen. Now it's time for Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition Super Hyper Ultra Extended Turbo Remix Edition and Knuckles featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Let's go.
What?
That is some title. Jesus Christ, man.
Thank you. I came up with it myself.
Did you stay up all night trying to come up with that
You know, Inferno, this is why I don't let you name too many ideas.
I came up with it literally like 5 minutes before we went live.
Of course.
Really? I thought he spent all night coming up with that.
No, not really. Let's see.
If you do get the Pharaoh Woods, I actually got a little advice for you on that one.
Well, we gotta start legend mode for that one.
Yep.
Which I'm
Start legend.
doing now.
Wait, you have to start legend mode to do what?
for another stage in the game.
I have some advice regarding the Gibdos and Redead.
Anyway, it was a nice day, and then Zelda got invaded by some goo. The end. Oh wait, that was a dream.
And get herself in trouble. Isn't that half the game?
Okay, I'm gonna get the brass tacks out of the way right now. One complaint that I still hold to this day is the lack of voice acting.
Yeah, I was.
Well, this is before Breath of the Wild, so of course they're gonna keep the traditional, everything regarding Zelda.
I get it in a way. Like, if everyone had a voice except for Link, because, well, it's Link, that I would be perfectly fine with that. Because, well, I mean, hello.
This is Link we're talking about.
This is just Nintendo, and this is before they actually tried voice acting in other games past this. And then meanwhile, this incarnation of Link is actually a trainee. Why is he a trainee even though he can literally do this? I will never understand.
Because reasons. Damn it.
It's like, hey, we gotta have a trainee. And then we don't even have, like, any training missions. We're just gonna jump straight into the action. Hey guys, monsters!
I'm pretty sure they do have some sort of training thing.
Oh yeah, but like,
It's just that, monsters kind of gave it a bad time.
Hey guys, monsters!
I hear you like monsters.
Hey, you like monsters, guys? I'm glad you like monsters.
Then Toriel just comes up, offering peace and love.
So, I would like to ask a quick... no, probably shouldn't because they might get to spoiler territory even though I doubt it.
This game's been up for This game has been up for 4 years and has one of the simplest stories ever. I don't think spoilers are much of a no-no.
Yeah, spoilers are not no. Go ahead.
The one spoiler you told me about, it's called Goma, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's a traditional Zelda enemy, so...
Well, I've come across it in, the Ganondorf mode earlier today.
Oh, the Ganon's Fury.
Yep. I've already did the 5,000 enemies. I hated it.
Alright, boys, are you ready? It's time for some sunny day Hyrule Field. Yeah, I don't get this one thing, but... it's sunny here. Like, is there something I'm missing here? Like, with why it changes, like, sunny all of a sudden compared to the cloudiness of the Wii U version?
Because they wanted it to feel brighter?
I mean, okay, in the Wii U version it was just more overcast. Like, I saw, like, YouTube comments theorize that the reason why it was all cloudy in the Wii U version was to hide some of the more muddy textures. But that still doesn't explain how, in the Legends version, it started becoming sunny. It's just like, we got nothing to hide.
We've got nothing to hide from you.
Well,
I don't really remember it being so cloudy or overcast, really. I thought it was sunny.
In the Wii U version it was, but now it's sunny in Legends and Definitive Edition.
It's really hard to tell. Like, the Wii U isn't exactly... like, it's powerful, but it's not exactly the most powerful system.
And then in comes the Switch.
It pales in comparison to fucking... like the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, for Christ's sake.
So, anyway, I'm playing using the Zelda control scheme. Why? Because I like A to dodge, so sue me.
Who doesn't use the Zelda control scheme?
Some people do prefer the Warriors one, that's why the preference is there.
Guilty.
For example, me.
Hey, I'm guilty. Hey, I'm guilty too. I like using the Warrior thing.
So do I.
It feels weird playing with the bare bones Link after having played with a more overpowered one for so long.
You get over it.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'll get over it eventually, and when we eventually get, the blade that gets shit done, we're just gonna be the most broken character.
I prefer not using the Master Sword so much. That said, I am guilty of using it quite a few times on situations where I'm just said, I am just done with this shit. Otherwise, I just go for any character. Besides Link.
Alrighty then, first quote-unquote boss. Okay, boss character. Dragonite Volga.
So who here likes Volga from Ocarina of Time?
Target on, please. Alright, so just dodge and attack, and you can do a weak point smash. Corporata Demonstratum.
It should be noted that this is the only time Volga will stay open for weak point smash. Otherwise, he's very quick to get rid of that.
Well, this is the tutorial, so they gotta do something in order to give you an idea of what's to come.
I know. I'm just giving a quick little warning, just so people don't assume. Oh, Volga's piss easy.
Oh hell no! I'm pretty sure even on hero mode, my god, that must be like bad.
I'll simply say that Volga is not someone you want to mess with when he's with other characters. Like, oh, I don't know, a fucking Redead.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, let's just say I've had some bad experiences on adventure mode.
I've done adventure. I did the adventure mode of this because I forgot the golden. I forgot that bonus item. What?
Sorry. I discovered yet another thing I like about. I discovered yet another thing about these Gibdos and Redeads.
What? What?
Well, I may get rid of these keep saboteurs, because goddamn, they are annoying the fuck out of me.
Not even,
by the way, I'm playing on the Temple of Souls.
Not even 10 minutes into gameplay, and we already discovered that we wield the Triforce, and so Volga escapes.
Yep.
So who here thought that Volga was going to be a piss easy enemy for the rest of the game?
No one. I would hope no one, because considering he's one of the main advertised villains of the freaking game.
I kind of got sniped up by him on a layer level.
Wait, you're telling me that he's not going to be as easy as he was in the tutorial?
Of course not.
Okay, I'm joking.
Okay, I was hoping to hell that you were joking. Damn it, I missed that. Oh, freaking those Altos.
Okay, one thing I don't really like about the Legends Link is the fact that he can really pull off one of his, enemy Link, not player Link, obviously. Is that he really just does not give you much warning on when he's attacking.
Probably sounds like a limited animation thing.
Oh hell no! He still does the animation where he's charging up for one of his end combo attacks. He just does it. He just outright skips it and just goes straight to just doing his thing.
We got the bombs.
You got the bombs?
We got the bombs.
You got the bombos.
And those freaking vocals are like, oh, have some rocks.
Okay, just curious. Which is your favorite version of the Bokoblin? I'm personally not the biggest fan of the Skyward Sword design.
Hey guys.
Yes.
You ever play rock, paper, scissors?
Yes, I have.
Well, too bad. Bomb beats rock.
Oh, I thought it was paper.
Screw that, we got bombs.
Turns out paper is better than bombs.
Oh.
And screw scissors. We got chainsaws and swords and a bunch of other crazy weapons.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say this right now. Hands down, the best freaking feature they've added into this game ever is the character switch system. Thank you. Holy crap, because that was the worst thing in the original version, was just having to do everything yourself.
Oh, hello, spoiler character. Spoiler character is obviously the villain, and not the other villain that most people are very...
Anyway, we can now play as Zelda, who has to capture the Whistle Keep. Now, don't get used to playing as Link, because the game will do everything to discourage you from just playing as him.
Yeah, let's just say that certain characters are better at certain scenarios than Link.
Yeah. Zelda's gameplay style is something I still feel is a bit weird. And that's only just because her rapier has very different kinds of range.
Let me just put it like this. It's not to say that they have different range. Well, it is exactly that. But it's more so the fact that. Let me pause for this. I am playing Zelda right now, so I can better explain this. You basically need to take advantage of the fact that she swipes a lot with her end combos. You need to use her end combos more, because that's what she more bases herself off of. In addition, you need to use, well, her light elements. You know, the things you see on the top left up there, the little spheres.
Oh, so that's what they're for.
Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me just get this out straight right now. A big reason why I have Dale on board is not just because he's a fellow friend, fellow co-com, but he's also like one of the freaking guys to go to about Hyrule Warriors.
Hell
yeah.
yeah! I have
Like-
played this game so much that I can nerd out about this game for literal days and not get tired.
Well, then,
Pretty much took the words right out of my mouth, which is like, I mean, I don't know who the hell's gonna see this or like, you know, at any point whatsoever, but all Hyrule Warriors like related questions, like if you want extreme detail, you go to Dale because he has played this game like to and fro, and he can help you with so freaking much. It's
I will say
unbelievable.
I have not thought of every strategy. There are certain characters in certain situations where I feel I cannot win by myself without resorting to Master Sword Link. But yeah, whatever.
But the fact that you still have all the answers that you do, like, you know, despite that, that's still pretty goddamn impressive.
But yes,
Yeah.
I will say that once you've learned the final combination for Zelda, you won't really need to resort to the light things, except for bosses.
well, they'll be prepared. I might be asking you a lot of questions in the future.
We'll go ahead. If there's a certain character you want to know about, I can help you out with that.
Like I told you, like, I don't know when it was I told you, Zero, but like I said, Dale's your guy.
Yep.
Oh, and we have a gold Skulltula out on the field because I didn't realize I KO'd 1,000 enemies.
So
Yeah,
that's
you
how
really
I
lose
see
track.
it.
Yeah, you really lose track.
And well, you see, here's the problem with finding the gold Skulltula though. They rely on sound. I am wearing headphones. This is going to suck.
As far as I know, the locations of each of the Ghost Cotillas have not necessarily changed.
I know they haven't changed, but in order, like, I gotta hear for them. But the problem is, again, I'm wearing headphones and I'm commentating, so trying to hear them out is gonna suck because I'm not gonna be able to hear where it is.
Turn left, go down. Wait, you're trying to find it?
Yeah, it's kind of hard on the delay.
Okay, turn, go to the south, and as soon as you exit the fort, the abandoned fort, it's to your left.
This is what sucks about, like, I might just have to look for them on my own time at this point. Hold on.
All right, Tetra, I'm sending you out on a mission. That mission is go kill the rally captain.
Turn to your left, the other way.
Zero, you do realize it's pointless. We're on a delay.
True.
Like, so... No,
It's
Yeah,
right-
literally
I
don't try and tell him directions. Just give him advice when he needs it.
Or more... Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find it around here with the freaking headphones on. You see, this is a problem with having to rely on sound.
Yeah. Wait, I did it without relying on the sound. I have the.
Oh, there it was.
I had the one. You found it?
Yeah, okay. I ran freaking right past it, like, you know, like a dunce. But granted, like, when I can't hear them,
Yeah.
it doesn't make it easy. Also, we gotta get to the fairy fountain right now, so yay!
Ah, yes, the fairy fountain.
Time to do a summoning. But is that a keep that I see there? That is.
So you
right
got
for
some
the
Shiva?
taking.
So you got summon Shiva?
Not that. But Shiva's not even a fairy.
I know, but you gotta admit the Great Fairy, being that's a water element and stuff, she does kind of remind you a little bit of Shiva.
Also, something about the Legends content that was carried over into Definitive Edition was, you see, something that the game never told you back in the Wii U version was that some sub-weapons actually work super effectively against specific enemy captains. Legends added an indicator.
Yes, in Legends they give you an indicator of what weapons work on certain enemies. However, here's a dumb thing that they took out: that certain other weapons work on certain enemies. Like in Hyrule Warriors original, arrows did work on Dinalfos and Lizalfos. Legends, they do not.
Anyway, for some screwed up reason, it was blocked off, but now we gotta get, I think we're gonna get Zelda in here. Okay, they both must arrive at the fairy fountain, so this is why you just control one of them and have them sprint, because the AI cannot freaking run. And now we have the ability to place Impa, even though I literally just got the fairy fountain. Oh wait, Impa's on, wait. Okay, so while Link and Zelda both do that, Impa has to fight these advancing Lizalfos?
So to describe Impa, she's essentially powerhouse incarnate.
Oh, you got no idea. Oh, okay, you do have an idea. I'm just like
Don't say I don't have an idea, because I do have a good idea.
there's one combo of hers you'll get where she the one I literally just did is the one where she summons the water sphere.
That's one of her best moves. Her other best move is summoning freaking water kunai to just rain on enemies.
Anyway, so now can we summon the Great Fairy?
I will say that's gonna probably be the best move when taking out those when taking out the waypoint gauges on the bosses later.
Let me summon the fairy. Alright, magic circle charge, let's go.
So I hear you like fairies.
And there's any kind of Great Fairy, and if you thought her design in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask was already something, they just went all out with this one.
I'll just simply say that I like the design a little bit more than Ocarina. It's like they went more for beauty than for scary, in my opinion.
Well, do you think the scary thing was intentional for her design back in Ocarina of Time?
Probably.
Or probably a
Ow,
consequence of the limited graphics at the time.
Probably that. Ah, yeah. Fuck off, Link! Fuck off, Dark Link!
In the meanwhile,
so
we literally just
bring a Dark Link and a Dark Link.
so we literally just bombarded a whole field of enemies, as you can clearly see on the map, as the game would tell you. Also, when you play this map multiple times as I have, and you do some of the objectives ahead of time, you will get a lot of lag in between sections of the stage, because I don't think they really I mean, I know they expected you to play some of the stages over and over again in order to, like, you know, level up characters or get gold Skulltulas, but they did not accommodate for the speed.
Yeah, the speed of the player. Oh. I really need to give my character some badges, because I have really neglected doing that.
Also, since I already know where to go, I already am to where the next fight's gonna be. Meet the giant boss mechanic, starting with none other than the infernal dinosaur himself, King Dodongo!
Great! I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos!
Needless to say, if you've already played a Zelda game, the weaknesses are going to be obvious to you even without the game literally handing it to you on a silver platter.
Yes. For example, for King Dodongo, obviously, he's weak to bombs. If you play Ocarina of Time, you should know this. Then again, if you played any Legend of Zelda game that had Dodongo in it, you probably should know that.
You see, the problem with it, though, is that the enemies have to do a specific attack in order to open themselves up for the weakness. For example, there we go. Once King Dodongo opens up his mouth, throws some bombs in there, just like Ocarina of Time, and then wail on him for a good old weak point smash, if you can get the meter down in time. Their meters are quite something.
I love how they haven't fixed that little glitch where momentarily, like for a second there, King Dodongo's feet was just not on the ground.
Yeah, I saw that in a comparison video, and I thought they would have fixed that by now, but no. Like,
nah.
Maybe in an optimization patch, because I predict there will be a few in the future.
That's an understatement.
Well, there have to be, because some people are going to find some problems with the game and they got to fix them. Either that or Koei Tecmo will find it themselves.
I like to call that goof and really an oversight, I guess is what the best way to call it.
Despite the fact that it's been in there since the Japanese version of the game.
Somebody said the game had to be perfect. Well, okay, yes, people said it had to be perfect, but still.
Well, it ain't, even from the original, but we still love it anyway.
Exactly. Although says the guy who quit out on adventure mode because it was too hard.
I don't fuck you, I don't like it. Although I will say it'll be very much better here because of the character switching.
It was better in the
character
switching was in fucking the 3DS version too. You quit on that.
I never even started it because I had other games to play. Now I have been over this with you.
I'm pretty sure I heard you, like, I don't know, whine about the literal first level with King Dodongo on it, like the very start. Sorry, mission that you are presented with.
I never even started it.
I remember you did on one call. I admit it was like probably about a year or two ago, but still.
Also, contrary to popular belief, you don't have to pick up all the materials out on the field in order to collect them. They're just out there for some reason, despite the fact that in Fire Emblem Warriors they kind of fix that little issue. It's just like, why have all these out on the field if collecting every last one of them is not a requirement? Just have me collect them automatically. Because you're going to do it anyway.
I guess I kind of expect you to do it regardless. Oops.
Also, oh no, Zelda's missing. This is what happens when you just leave her alone. I mean, I know this is the most capable Zelda we've had.
So far.
Well, non-canonical. I mean, I'd say the most capable Zelda is in Breath of the Wild.
I'm technically counting every Zelda here, like, considering the fact that she marches her own troops into battle.
Well, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just also adding in the non-canonical part, because this is certainly a non-canonical game.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Well, Zero, you have plenty, but go ahead.
What is Impa's gender? Looks like a female. Really? Ah.
Wait, who's gender?
Impa is another reoccurring character in the Zelda series. It's, like, Impa has always been Zelda's attendant.
Ah.
By the way, thanks, Dex. I didn't need the help, but thanks. I didn't need you to knock around that Reed-head out of the way.
And now for those who haven't played a Zelda game before, which there have been who have played this game, here's the legend you'll hear all the time.
Well, at least they got it right. You know, the fact that you got some asshole who gets the Triforce of Power, some dickhead who gets the Triforce of Courage, and a princess who gets the Triforce of Wisdom.
Yeah, but they decided to switch it up a bit by having Ganon split into 4 fragments of evil.
Yes, by technicality, this Ganondorf was defeated long ago, and
they freaking scattered him through time and space. Also, one of these was sealed along the Master Sword, which means that it ain't going away. Here's what's my problem though. Why not just seal all of them with the Master Sword if an evil person can't touch it?
Maybe they couldn't.
Well, here's the fallback. The Master Sword is necessary for this particular case because, well.
Also, whoever's tapping on the buttons, can you try not to too much? I can hear the echo. Anyway, so after beating a stage, you'll get rupees and weapons. And materials. Plenty of
materials are needed for the apothecary and badge making.
Also, if you get a gold skull, you got a piece of an illustration. So those already played Fire Emblem Warriors, will probably be plenty of you at this point, considering that game came out first on the Switch. Anyway. Era of the Wilds. That's what they're calling it now? Era of the Wilds.
What's Era of the Wilds?
That's the name of the alternate costume.
The Breath of the Wild costumes.
Yep.
Well, it is in line with what you expect it to be. I think it's Breath of the Wild.
So now they're gonna basically also they like literally spoil the whole roster. But granted, this game's been out for several years. But who really cares?
Coming, Zelda. Oop. Okay, healed.
I'm not used to the fact that Zelda in this game has yellow hair.
That's how it's been for a lot of the games, though.
Yes, but because of the fact that for the longest time, only Zelda reference I had was from the Smash Bros. Series, yeah, it's kind of hard to realize, oh, she doesn't have brown hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
They always like to go for the Twilight Princess design. I mean, I would prefer the Hyrule Warrior design, personally. Smash Brothers.
Anyway, instead of crests, you have badges. You obviously use materials in order to make them. which, because we haven't exactly played a lot of the game yet, we don't have too much of. Which is quite unfortunate, but what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys, bad boys.
Not very much at the moment, but I already did that anyway. So with every stage here in Legends mode, you're gonna have a recommended element and the people you can play as in the stage. And also, something else to note, are heart containers and heart pieces you can collect, but only with a specific character after doing a specific requirement. Also,
okay, I'm gonna turn up my volume for a moment because Ghost Still has appeared and I need to hear where it is.
Well, alrighty then. So we can only play as Impa and Link for Elden Caves, which is recommended to have the water elements. Each element actually does have their own methods that they can use in order to give you the edge. And every enemy has an element which they're weak to. The whole weakness chain will only benefit you because while every character does have an element, they won't be affected by any particular weaknesses. Let's see, do I have...
I need a bastard. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good, I do have the rumble on. And also the camera was set to wrong, so I got to fix that.
By the way, yes, for people who recognize the soundtrack of Hyrule Warriors, that was Focal Point. I was playing just a minute ago.
Hell yeah. Also, something else I forgot to do while on the main screen was the amiibo scanning. So how about I do that now?
You get various rewards from amiibo scanning. In the original Hyrule Warriors, one of the benefits was getting the spinner, which was a completely optional thing you can get.
I'm pretty sure now, though, that like it's somewhere in an adventure mode map.
Yes, it is.
Also, the reader on the controller is a bit wonky, or at least it's not really the best at showing you it, but okay.
Yeah, eat it. Probably the villain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you played Legend of Zelda. I'm pretty sure you know who the main villain is. Hijack Bad.
I wonder who. But anyway, you can only scan up to 5 amiibo a day, and considering the fact that there's 5 Zelda amiibo that I have, it's perfect.
So you're gonna get early Zelda stuff?
No, you just get random weapons.
Yeah. It doesn't even guarantee you to get the spin-off when you use the Link amiibo.
Anyway, I'm gonna change things up for this stage, and I'm actually going to be mainly playing as Impa.
Oh my goodness, Inferno, you're spoiling future weapons, man! What's wrong with you?
Yes, how dare I spoil something that Koei Tecmo's already done for, like, ever. Also, if you notice, this music that's playing while the narrator is like reading off is actually I don't know the exact like theme's name, but it's the theme that's playing when you're talking to the hero Shade in Twilight Princess.
If I recall, I believe it's just simply called sword training.
Well, that's what it is, and this rendition is really freaking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, one other thing you might notice for people who played the Legends version and not the original version, challenge mode is back.
Yeah.
For reference, it basically has everything. It basically has everything the challenge mode from the original Hyrule Warriors had, which is Ganon's Fury. If you want to play as Ganon for a little bit. I imagine you can't play as that just yet until you've actually fought the big boar monster himself.
Actually, you can. Zero's been doing that in order to grind materials and money, which is actually a valid thing to do.
Yep.
I'm a little bit disappointed with Ganon mode a little bit, mostly because I expected Ganon to be this all-powerful, unstoppable being of pure terror.
He really kind of is, like, though, when you think about it, because, I mean, you've seen the things he can do.
Yeah, he can do them all. Like, no joke about that. You can actually do them all. That's all fine and dandy. But he really has no defense, though. He has no proper defense. The moment you're stuck in Manhandler's fucking Seed Storm, you're losing hell fast.
Man, frickin'. I know I said this literal years ago, but I still can't believe that's actually the name.
Yeah, you're legendary of Hyrule Warriors. Which, by the way, I was gonna make a reference to good old Philly boy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, when you do you have the health bars turned on?
Yeah, I like to gauge the damage I'm doing.
And I like to keep them off mostly because they lessen game lag. Personally.
Again, I'm more to like, well, I keep them on because, well, wait, do major enemies still have their health bars though whenever you turn them off?
Anything beyond the common mook.
Okay.
Common mook.
And by that I mean like the Stalfos, aka Stall Children in this case, do keep their health bars. So anything that is a big enemy, basically keep their health bars. Enemy captains and commanders, they all just keep their health bars.
You know what? Now this actually probably explains why in Fire Emblem Warriors they got rid of the feature to begin with. Like they got rid of more of the option.
I would not be surprised.
I mean, the funny thing is, though, is that Fire Emblem Warriors, in order to run at 60 frames per second, had to be tuned down to 720p. Yet this is running at 1080p 60.
Because they learned a lesson with Fire Emblem Warriors and know how to avoid it.
I mean, maybe that's the deal, but whatever. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it because I do like the fact that this is running at a nice, silky, smooth 60, and there's pretty much like little to no frame drops. I mean, if there are any frame drops, then I'm not noticing a damn thing.
Okay, I just found the first issue with a frame drop. In this area that you're currently in, if you use the what?
The Yellow Volcano?
Yeah, when in the volcano, if you're using the Mega Bomb when you're battling to beat a keep boss, the game will briefly lag as it explodes all your enemies at once.
Well, any game will lag when there's a crap ton of activity on screen.
Okay. Oh, by the way, that also reminds me. There's Zero just kind of brought something up. Yes, there is actually a thing. There's actually a thing called Mega Bomb in this. Basically, you get item upgrades. Whenever you pick up an upgrade, your item gets upgraded to being more, well, better.
Yeah.
You upgrade the bombs to Mega Bombs, arrows to Light Arrows, boomerang to the Gust Boomerang from Twilight Princess, and the Hook Shot to the Claw Shot. And introduced in Legends is also the Hammer, which I kind of wish they kind of upgraded the Skull Hammer, to be honest.
You see this? You see the skull on this hammer? It's gonna be your skull after I'm done with you.
Exactly. But yeah, that was a missed opportunity. I kind of hate that.
I know I said I'd be mainly playing as him, but again, mainly. Again, I love this character switch feature, so if it's gonna make me manage better, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, go ahead and take advantage of it. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna.
Of course.
I don't think anyone's gonna judge you for it.
Yeah, hell no. Are you kidding me? Like, after freaking playing, like, the Wii U version so much, again, I love that. I love the game to death. But having to manage everything on your own without being able to switch characters was the worst thing ever. Besides, this also helps to level up your characters since you'll be able to play as multiple of them at the same time.
Exactly. So yeah, go ahead and do it. Like, there's benefits to these sort of things.
It lessens grinding, so again, no one complained about this kind of feature being added in, and if they did, they're just being dumb.
It's basically like complaining about the experience share in Pokemon X and Y.
Actually, yeah, you got a point. I mean, I can see people, like, about it, but here's the thing. A, you mean to tell me you like grinding for, like, 40 freaking hours at endgame? And B, if you could turn it off.
Yeah, it's not like you're forced to, keep it on.
I keep it on because I know I don't got, like, I know Pokemon is short than normal RPG, but I don't care. I don't like wasting my time grinding because it kills my experience with the game, and I want to have fun, not just sit there, like, with freaking, my eyes being as heavy as dumbbells, or like,
yeah. If I needed to raise a Pokemon, I just drop them off in the daycare. They have fun. I'll be back eventually.
5 million years later.
Actually, I once left a Pokemon in the daycare at the beginning of the game when I first got to the daycare. I forgot about it until after I completed the national deck, and when I came back, for some reason, even though it started out at level like 1, it only got to level 45.
You must not have really walked all that much. Oh yeah, Lizalfos. They breathe fire.
What? There's something that we.
I'm just kind of making small talk about these, you know.
Yeah, just
and
the big pose are done. Thank God. I think I remember where the Skulltula might be on here, but let's see.
You remember that earlier rock?
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to remember where it was. Like, this is the problem with not having played the game in so long, is that I may be familiar with the stage and what to do, but specific locations are a bit on the rusty side for me. There we go.
Well, I'm pretty sure I believe it spawns right underneath that rock.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, like the rock that I blew up earlier. I also really gotta not worry too much about the Skulltulas now because, again, I can barely hear them to begin with. That's a more of my own time thing. But I just like the collectible. Alright, and since... oh yeah, hey guys, it's like the enemies we just mowed down thousands of. Why do we gotta be worried so much? Why are we backing away? This is dumb right now.
Cause tension.
Cause tension. It's just like, really? Oh boy, it's a character.
It's a character who's obviously not disguised. No, not at all. Wait,
What gave you
saying...
that idea?
Wait, you're telling me it's actually Zelda? Why, have you played Ocarina of Time?
Okay, yeah, no, like, any kind of obvious Zelda spoilers, like, or quote-unquote spoilers, aren't really gonna... This is not like Okami or any kind of other game out there right now that's more new. People know this game story, especially if you played a Zelda game, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean there are some surprises. Like, here's one thing
well, actually, wait, I'm only half true saying the truth when I think about that now. Anything from the base game, like all of the legend stuff, keep on the DL. Because not too many people have seen that, unfortunately.
Alright, I'll try and keep legend stuff on my own time. But I also mean, like, in general Hyrule Warrior stuff that isn't in the base game, like certain characters that we'll be seeing later. Characters that are outside the main Zelda lore.
You mean the DLC characters?
Not just DLC characters. Well, they're technically in the Zelda lore, but
there we go.
I'm more so mean Miss Geki Girl. Lana.
Oh, you mean the original characters?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the original characters do not see that.
I will admit, I kind of like Lana and Cia, and I just kind of want to see them back in another Zelda game in general.
Dun dun dun. Give me the keep. Give me the keep, or I will send you to the prison.
I will send you to the darkest depths of hell.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, something about something like. So in this part of the stage, you have to look for the 2 bomb chutes that are hidden somewhere in other volcano. One of them is easier to find. The other is just a little bit trickier. And by a little bit trickier, I mean it's probably the last keep you'll look at, but that's about it. And in some chests,
it's always the first keep I look in, surprisingly enough.
Anyway, oh wait, before I forget, in some chests you will find sealed weapons. You'll learn what these weapons are when you beat the stage.
You get basically a bit of a taste of these sealed weapons before. Oh wow, I like that little effect of the chest coming in. By the way, that's a different animation than what I was expecting actually. You get a little taste of the sealed weapons here, but in adventure mode, you get a ton of those sealed weapons. No spoilers of what they are.
Also, were summoners in the original version of this stage?
Yes. No. Not in the original version, but in the Legends.
Okay, okay. They also changed up some of the stages and what they do. They also added, I think, like, they also added, like, a new enemy type or two. Most notably being Keep Saboteurs. Like, you know, or at least if they were in the original, just had a lot more of them.
Well, they are actually in the original.
But here, they really like to emphasize them, as from what I've noticed.
I will say that the summoners appeared later, and the Keep Saboteurs were an adventure mode only enemy.
Okay, so the distance I'm at from my TV makes it a bit hard to see some of the dots, unfortunately, so I am acting like an idiot when it comes to navigation. So let's see, I'm trying to find this. Okay, so there's one summoner there, one summoner, around there. Okay, so
by the way,
I gotta capture that key first.
By the way, which screen, what controller mode are you using right now, Inferno?
Again, the Zelda controller mode, where A is dodge.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean actual controller.
Pro controller.
Pro controller. If you use the gamepad, you know, the Joy-Con gamepad combo.
Oh yeah. Like back on the Wii U, you had that option where you could see your allies' health bars on the second screen.
Yes. I'm wondering if they changed that to now include a little map that you can actually see your character going around. You kind of like having the map zoomed in, but also having the main screen have the map zoomed out, you know, sort of thing. Am I making any sense in here?
Nope.
Well, screw you. Right. I'm going home.
Alright, so the assault troops are coming, which means that we'll be in trouble if they get anywhere near here. And by anywhere near here, I mean probably inside of a keep like that, where I, for some freaking screwed up reason, didn't look in the proper place. But granted, when you have the space that I do in between, it's annoying as hell to look.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. By the way, side missions. They pop up every now and then. They really don't do much, except, you know, you can do them if you want, but you gain no real reward from them, other than, you know, your bases are safe.
Okay, so something I'd like to say about Sheik right now that I actually am playing is playing as her. There's actually like, you know, there's a YouTuber I was watching, like, you know, a little while ago, who claimed that Sheik is actually the best playable character in the game. I mean, again, it's all opinionated, but claims that Sheik is the best playable character.
Well, there is one thing that Sheik does have that the others don't have.
God damn, I can barely freaking see my own person. Okay, and what might that be, good sir?
She has a water shield.
Oh yeah, the damage mitigation.
That's right. You get offered 4 whole hearts using the water shield.
I mean, I can see like where it comes from, because Sheik, when you do learn the mechanics, like her mechanics and everything, like she can be pretty freaking good.
Yeah. She is a good character. Also, in addition, she also can refill her own special attack if you get that little, you know, that last frickin' thing, you know, the
Are you talking about one of the songs that Sheik uses?
Yeah, so one of her moves is essentially using a little force of light around her. It's basically her last combo finisher before, you know, she, you know, in the middle of her attack string.
Is it the Prelude of Light?
Think of it. I think that's actually what it's officially called.
Okay. Something else to note. Since you can play as multiple characters at once in a stage, if you get a character-specific reward unlocked in the stage, the game will tell you in a bubble who has to open the chest in order to get it. So,
yes.
Like now, Link has to open this chest in the Crystal Caves. So what I can do, obviously, is I can switch to Link and then go and get the dang chest. Because right now, I want that reward. I think it was a piece of heart that was the one we could get in this stage.
Yes, piece of heart. Impa gets a heart container, which I believe is right near where Mr. Wizard is.
Why were they blocking my view of this chest? You idiots! Don't sabotage me. There we go. Piece of heart, just like any Zelda game. Collect 4, and you'll get a whole heart container.
Unless you're Twilight Princess.
Okay. 99% of other Zelda games. yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, you know what? No, Dale, thank you for calling me out on that. Can't forget that.
Yeah, I recently played Twilight Princess, so I gotta remember it. I knew you're gonna bring it up, too.
Okay, that's at least one summoner down. Oh, High Keeper of the Caves, also known as differently named Poe. Bykeeper of the Caves, also known as differently named Poe. Also, Spirit of the Caves. That's quite the name there. Spirit of the Caves.
Well, it's fitting.
I know, but still, Spirit of the Caves. Okay, now this is where we gotta start looking for that second bomb shoe. And speaking of which, how about you give me back that outpost now, you fucker?
Why? What was he doing? What was he doing to you?
He was taking my outpost. This is my outpost. Mine.
It is worth your time getting the outpost. Besides Adventure Mode, which has the raid captains, distracted and all that, they do spawn allies for you. And the opposite also works for the enemy as well.
Okay, so the other bomb shoe is in this very enclosed keep, which you had to jump into, which quite honestly to any other person would be like, hey, maybe it's in here, and to some others it would be like, dang, it's the last place I looked.
It really wasn't the last place I looked. If anything, it was actually the first.
Okay, I gotta get out of the mentality because in Fire Emblem Warriors, the keep boss was already out. And thus, taking, keeps was just as simple as just beating up one guy. Compared to Hyrule Warriors, where you gotta beat up a bunch of guys, and then you
beat up one more guy.
Yeah.
You beat up a bunch of guys, and then you beat up some more.
Okay, so we discovered the 2 bomb shoes. Now, it's not over yet. What we have to do is we have to guard the bomb shoes until they get to the spires.
No, Inferno, you said it wrong. You gotta say it like Liquid Snake. It's not over yet!
One more thing. With the freaking old guy from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Sure, why not?
Jackie!
Oh, I remember that show from a long time ago. Jesus Christ.
Jackie! God the bomby! Okay, one of them is real close to the spire. The other one, though, isn't. Okay, that's good to know. If any of the playable warriors flee, which, by the way, means they die, you lose.
Yes, that is a big... Well then again, they kind of expect you to upgrade your warriors to even level, I guess.
Well, actually, also the character switch system also does really encourage you to not only play different characters, but also level them up evenly. That way, whenever you do switch to them, you can get the fullest out of their abilities.
Oh, by the way, something else I want to take note of. Well, while we're on the subject, if you attempt to heal an ally, a playable character like you would with just a regular ally captain or something, they will not get healed. Like, you can't just, they don't have a green field which you can just step into and they automatically get healed. You have to switch to them and use a potion to heal them.
So keep note, it's not going to be that easy. So while Link keeps Wizrow busy, I'll have Sheik take care of these little Zolfos. Now, the common mooks aren't really a problem when it comes to defending the bomb shoes. The captains, however, are. They are the smartest enemies in the whole game, and they can actually are the ones that they're actually the ones that do the most damage.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are relatively intelligent, and they will try to beat the fuck out of your bomb shoes if you're not careful. In addition to beating the fuck out of your ally keeps, as well as just your general allies.
Bomb shoe, which I'm actually trying to keep track of, but unfortunately, all the chaos and the distance from my screen has made me kind of lose it a bit.
Oh.
If it's supposed to be the green blip on the screen just right there, then it's not doing a very good job of telling me. Either that.
Well,
just because, again, like, okay, so here's the thing. For some reason, like, the HUD when I'm this far away from the TV is really freaking tiny. And I don't get it. I thought it'd be a bit bigger than that. But, so whatever. It's not hindering me too much at this point, so I'm not gonna freaking lose sleep over it.
I feel like I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot.
But even then, the bomb 2 already got there, so who cares? We could literally end the stage right now, but why the hell would I want to?
Oh yeah, you got a heart container, fine, don't you?
How do you get that one anyway? Which key do I gotta capture? Or is it hidden chest somewhere that I got bomb? I mean, yeah.
It's a hidden chest.
Yeah, and Impa's the one who opens it.
Yes. Only in certain keeps is there a heart piece, but a heart container is, you know, a different story.
Okay, so now it's just a matter of why are you guys fleeing? We literally just beat the damn thing.
Because reasons. As far as I know, I don't have work tomorrow, so.
I can't. Also, Impa was all the way over here. I mean, granted, I did order her to try and take it back in the meantime, but then the whole bomb shoe thing happened. So, Impa this whole time has just been chilling inside the stone square, being like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna beat you up." Boom, 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 boom.
By the way, you did not get the heart container or the piece of heart for Link in the previous stage, did you?
No, okay, I kind of forgot about him.
Okay. I guess for future reference, if you ever go back there, check the keep literally just literally north of the keep that you captured with Zelda for that particular mission. That's where the piece of heart for Link is, and north of that, you should find the bombable rock, which has the obvious chest.
Anyway, where is that? There's the chest. I found that a sheep, but I had to switch to Impa because I realized something, that the other playable characters would have gone to the cave exit, and if Impa went there and I switched to her, it would have counted as me beating the stage.
So it was a good thing that you had her distracted.
It was part of the plan.
They had her,
It was part of the plan you didn't even know.
That's how planned out it was.
you know what? I like to call that a stroke of genius.
So once you make it here, the stage automatically ends, and it's just an invisible wall right here. I'd imagine that Boundary Break found nothing past this, but you never know.
Now they found a secret Easter egg of an 8-bit Link.
That would be freaking hilarious. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, when the game isn't interrupting you with story cutscenes, you actually get to see victory animations.
Yep.
For example,
every character has a victory animation.
For example, Impa does one of the coolest things I've ever seen. She kicks her sword into the scabbard.
And she also nods at you, which is kind of like giving you a little, like, basically breaking the fourth wall, saying, "Good job, good job."
I love this incarnation of Impa.
Yeah, she's pretty badass.
Like, and also that sealed weapon that we got from the chest was the fire rod.
Fire rod is fun.
If a bit short range, but it's still pretty fun to do once you get all of its combos down.
So, here's how much of a nerd I am. I know pretty much what every weapon is a reference to, both based on its design.
That's not really much of a surprise. I mean, considering the game we're playing, it's like, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. I think people might find that a little too nerdy-ish.
Also, another thing I'd like to talk about real briefly while I'm here. All of you may know about the items. Well, here's a little something in the original, like, you know, like, I'm talking, like, close to release version of Hyrule Warriors that was really handicappy. You could only hold 99 of any material. Until they patched it. So you could hold 999 of every material.
And thank God, because goddamn, I'm just I guess you've been wondering, I've been upgrading my badges for every character I've unlocked at this point.
So Zero, consider yourself lucky that you started with this version.
I do consider myself lucky.
Okay, good, because you're playing the best version of the game. Also, now we got more badges to get. We got, like, actual things that will reduce elemental damage from specific enemies. So think of it like the weapons from Fire Emblem Warriors. And the assist badges is more for the sub-weapons. Impa can't get a new combo, but she can upgrade more of her... Okay, wait, how about Sheik? No, we gotta talk about Sheik for a second here, because since now she's playable, gotta get some of hers too. And I know that some people think, but Sheik is a guy. No, she's not. Considering who Sheik is, that's a woman.
Here's a quick... You know what? Let me also bring out the fact that she looks very feminine compared to what she did in the original Ocarina of Time.
Well,
it's like they're trying to stress out that Sheik is indeed a female.
Well, they're also, like, I mean, considering the fact that this is very fan servicey, more towards Zelda players than Warriors players, like, you know, in the long run, it really, like, they just were not gonna bother hiding anything, because this really is fan service for Zelda players, so...
Fan service, oh boy.
Hey, when you think about it, because of the fact that Sheik is a female but dresses almost in to look like a male, does that mean that you can consider Sheik as a cosplayer or a cross-dresser? Or both?
Cross-player.
Yeah.
Cross-player. Sure, why not?
That's actually the term.
Okay. So you can play as Link if you want, but if you want to get both the heart container.
I think again they're just gonna have you switch.
The idea is that you need to get both the heart container and the piece of heart, which the heart container is for Sheik and the piece of heart is for Impa.
I mean, granted, Dale, you know me, I have no problem replaying these stages. I've already done that like how many times?
I don't know.
For a multitude of reasons, just different things.
By the way, for reference, I'm upgrading Zant. While I'm doing that, how about a little bit of a fact about Zant in the original Hyrule Warriors?
Before that, oh look at that, we have cute anime girl. Okay, continue.
Okay, so Zant in the original Hyrule Warriors, and I mean like near release Hyrule Warriors, he basically was kind of a broken character. Inferno, how much of Zant do you remember based on playing him in Legend mode?
He was a goddamn nutcase.
Okay, so do you remember that little bar just below the...
his dizzy meter?
Yes, that meter. In the original Hyrule Warriors, like, before it was patched out, Zant's meter would never go down if you use a specific move. Like, it would never drain. You can infinitely just slash enemies or use your, your blasts and such. Like, it would just never go down.
Oh, Christ.
The developers obviously took that out.
Well, yeah, I could imagine. Like, that's literally just a character's mechanics outright not working.
Wait, Inferno. A few moments ago you said that this is basically fanfare for the Legend of Zelda games.
Fan service. Like,
fan service?
Like, it's very more for a Zelda player than a Warriors player, but it can still be enjoyed by both.
Oh, because I was about to say...
It's very clearly, like, you know, more catered towards Zelda fans.
Ah, okay. I was about to say that I hope they don't give it a similar feature to what they did with Fire Emblem Warriors, because that would be creepy if they did it for this game.
Oh, the armor break?
Yep.
Oh, that would be freaking hilarious. Oh, wait. Dale, could you imagine Sia armor break?
That would be basically Phil's fucking, like, dream come true, in which we would never hear the end of it.
Dude, think about the fan art. You know what? God damn it. Okay. Can I just bring up something right now that I keep saying fan art? Okay.
Yeah.
You know how some streamers tend to have running gags?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems that with these, the running gag is that we keep getting fan art ideas from the weirdest of things.
Usually from stupid comments that I bring up, because why the hell not make a stupid comment?
Also, I'm damage clipping through the Dekubabas because why not?
So, Dekubabas. I'm pretty sure you play a Zelda game. However, instead of actually just, wailing on them until their stem points upwards, and then slashing them one more time...
They spew a poison field that constantly stuns and damages you, so what you have to do is use these, the trusty bow and arrows, which I remembered where they were literally when the game was like, oh, wait a minute. But now that's your second sub-weapon. You can switch between them and your potions by using the D-pad. Anyway, Dale, continue, my good friend.
I'm just kind of surprised of all weapons, it's the goddamn bow and arrows that are the weakness of the Dekubabas. Like, besides Ocarina of Time, I don't remember the bow and arrows being quite so useful against Dekubabas of any kind.
I would say, like, instead of applying Zelda logic, play some real-life logic into it, because, I mean, if someone were a very good shot, like pretty much every Zelda character is when you play as them, I mean, they're going to hit the stem, and it's going to pierce, especially at the speed that the arrow's going. Like, it's going to hurt a lot.
I mean, I guess. I mean, when you put it that way, I guess.
Alright, and that takes care of the Dekubabas. By the way, this... You can, like, super sequence break this stage and, like, repeat playthroughs because you already have the bow and arrow by that point.
Yep.
And so the game has, like, the hardest time trying to keep up with you.
Like, if you don't get the bow and arrow right, or you take too long, they still allude to the bow and arrow, but otherwise, be quiet about it.
Also, we are now introduced to Re-Dead Knights, one of the most annoying enemy types in the whole game. One of.
I'll get those, buddy.
Okay, you know what? That's just me thinking of the whole sword thing because I was thinking of Twilight Princess and its slow walking sword, guys. So I'm gonna so screw it.
Well,
you know what? Let's combine them. Gibdo Knights.
Well, fun fact about that. Fun fact about that. In the original Twilight Princess, they actually were, like in the original Japanese version of the Twilight Princess, they actually were called Gibdos.
And like they were actual Gibdos, or they were mistakenly called Gibdos?
They were actually mistakenly called Re-Dead Knights in the international releases. But they were called, like, they weren't mistakenly called Gibdos, they were actually genuinely called Gibdos, like their Japanese name, Gibdos.
Okay, so it's just the translators having a little bit of a bad day. Got it.
But
also, the bow and arrow are the super effective weapon against them in their freaking poison field.
Yeah, pretty much. So a fun fact about the Gibdos and Re-Dead Knights: should you get frozen by them, you can still block.
Wait.
And dodge.
Wait, what?
Yes, you can block and dodge. In fact,
wait, are you freaking serious?
I am dead serious.
Lana place a chest inside the Great Deku Tree. Oh wait, is this what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
Oh wait, hold on. If this is what it is, then it's gonna be so good for this stage, and well, every other stage to come because. Hold on, just take care of this. I know I should be switching, but right now I just want to get the chest first, and then I'll switch over.
Well, if you want to get the chest first, why don't you go talk to Sia?
God damn it! That's a different kind of chest altogether, if you get what I mean. Hey,
if anyone knows Sia, you pretty much know what she looks like, and goddamn.
Hey, Chris, what do you see here? 2Ds and an F. Anyway, introducing Legends was the Ocarina. We can now use this to warp to activated owl statues across the field. This is so freaking nice.
Yes, indeed. You can now warp like you're playing Majora's Mask all of a sudden.
Wait, isn't it a different color in other games?
It's just it's a regular old Ocarina here, but like you're thinking about the Ocarina of Time, which was blue.
Yes.
I guess you can pretty much say this is based off of the
Fairy Ocarina.
If anything.
Yeah, it's pretty clear it's based off the Fairy Ocarina more than anything.
So, I know that Sheik's weapon is her harp, but how does she use it as a weapon? Like, does she just clobber people over the head with it?
So
fun fact, she actually does not use the harp as a weapon itself. She actually uses kunai knives. She only uses the harp to use songs.
So I just freaking showed off the feature there. Let me switch back to my goddamn bow now. There we go.
But yes, there you go. That's I just answered Zero's question there. Kunai knives. That's basically what she uses to attack. But she uses the but she otherwise just uses the thing to.
Okay, so my thing about the Gibdos is that the reason why I don't like them is because of their goddamn super armor.
Yes, they are like poised as shit. It is really hard to get them to interrupt their attacks.
Isn't that like
it takes a total of 20 to 30 hits to interrupt any of their attack.
Isn't that what?
That's literally too fast for a freaking human to do all at once.
I have a question. Hold on, I just forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, for the love of amazing, just amazing.
If I can remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, now I remember. So, since I know for a fact that yes, Link knows how to use multiple weapons, but since when has he learned to use a magic staff as a weapon?
It's the magical rod. It's literally a reference to the magical rod from Link to the Past.
the magic wand from Original Legend.
Or from the first Zelda game, but I more think Link to the Past because I really like how it's done in between worlds especially.
I will say that the design itself is based off of Four Sword Adventures.
Okay, now we know that.
Well, hey, I am a master of random knowledge, so.
Very true.
Okay, Dale, can you answer me why Zelda found need to disguise herself?
As far as I know, it's because the enemy still thinks that they still got her.
And the reason why she doesn't tell Link or Imp is
keep up the illusion.
Yep. It's hard to say what a real thing was. It's beyond that. It's just kind of whatever. I'm about done with these badges because honestly, I'm kind of getting bored of just giving characters badges at this point.
I'm dealing with 3 Gibdos at the same time. I hate this.
Am I the only one who wonders?
Block.
What?
I was telling Inferno to block. Because like I said,
we're
you can block while you're frozen.
I know, we're on a delay.
Remember it for future reference when you get frozen.
Yeah, I know, but right now I'm kind of on a time limit because I gotta go to the fairy fountain in order to save the Great Deku Tree from burning alive.
So, am I the only one wondering how Zelda has ever found the time to do this kind of training?
No, it's a reference.
I mean, if you want to be technical, she may have gotten this training from Impa herself.
Impa uses a giant sword almost as big as she is tall. I do not see.
Impa is a ninja, for
Zero,
Christ's sake.
for Christ's sake.
Literally anything.
Zero, there's one thing that you consistently do every single time is question logic where it should never be questioned.
No, I'm not questioning the logic. I'm questioning appearance.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Yeah, I know. This is one of them. The cutscene that is currently being seen with the Fairy Queen, right? That's the Fairy Queen?
Great Fairy.
No.
The Great Fairy. Why does she look like she's wearing clown makeup?
Because that was her design in the original, in freaking Ocarina of Time, and they just kept it because it was fan service.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Also, I never really. Honestly, I don't think she's wearing. Oh, man.
No, she's not. She's just wearing quite the makeup.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of makeup, that's for sure, but...
And sadly, it reminds me of a clown almost.
Really? That of all things reminds you of a clown? Now, no, if you want to see a clown, there's a freaking character that acts like a clown in this game.
Oh. Who?
Oh, you mean Yuga?
Yeah, I mean, this is the Girahim, but that's up for debate.
Well, speaking of Girahim.
But, like, you know, most definitely flawless Yuga.
I'm considering playing one of the DLC characters, because I have not been playing them in a long time. They're pretty much only at the 10s, pretty much. Not even below that.
I'm probably gonna overlevel my character before I decide to do the story mode.
Not recommended.
Why?
Where'd be the fun of a first-time experience?
Exactly.
Well, I love watching overpowered characters destroy tiny minions like a walk in a park.
Oh, by the way, I love the thing that plays after you take out the fire, by the way, in Farron Woods.
The one that's playing right now?
Yes, I believe this is called Kakariko Village, plain and simple.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love this game soundtrack, again, having to keep my TV down and the fact that I'm wearing the headphones doesn't help. So it's just, I gotta keep it on that DL part. So the guard troop, eh?
Guard troop is simply there to tell you, hey, there's a heart piece here. Go get it, asshole.
Keep firing, assholes.
By the way, something I've noticed from the original version, from Legends to this, is enemies do not spawn whenever you beat a larger captain.
That's sad.
Okay, so this is Impa's territory. Impa. Uh-oh.
But where's Sheik?
Uh-oh.
Where's Sheik?
Uh-oh. Oh no. No, why now? Just as I got the heart, I got the heart piece just to spawn. Anthropod Cyclops monster, Goma. Oh, and keep saboteurs.
Yeah, that's new. That's not from the original, by the way. It was
okay.
Keep saboteurs suck. I hate
They-
these things.
As the name implies, they go to sabotage keeps, which makes them weaker.
And that's a bad thing.
If any of them end up at your main base, show's over. And okay, you want to talk about a keep saboteur prime herself? How about Goma?
Goma is a bitch.
I hate Goma for one reason and one reason only. Because one time, RNG was not on my side. Like she RNG'd into the Deku tree. If she RNGs into the Deku tree, you may as well kiss the stage goodbye, because she keeps attacking your allied troops, which, in turn, drains the health of your base.
I actually had some pretty good RNG when it came to the hard mode Ghost Cthulhu in Legends, which I don't know if that's still the same here. Allow me to put it simply. In Legends, for the hard mode Ghost Cthulhu of Farron Woods, all you had to do was simply keep your base alive, and I believe your allies above 50% health. Not really that hard. Something like that. Oh no, it's actually. Oh no, it's defeat all the keep saboteurs. My bad. As well as keeping the and also capturing all of the enemy keeps, including the enemy base, by the way. So by doing that, and while keeping the allied base from being in danger, as in the actual condition itself, danger.
Jesus Christ. The weak point smash with the fire rod for Goma. Oh my lord.
Oh, they brought that back.
Another thing, like, if they did, since, like, this is a more powerful console, they could restore them. Oh no, she freaking RNG'd into the Deku tree!
Ooh.
I
damn.
fucking hate you. I hate you, Goma. I fucking hate you. Don't die in the fire.
I usually like to use up my magic specifically for this, as well as just start spamming my special attack to just get that special attack, or that weak point gauge a little closer to dead, I guess you can say.
This is so dumb. She's gonna keep attacking the goddamn things because they don't know when to quit.
Yep.
Hello? Okay, immediate defense. Yeah, how are you supposed to do that when it keeps getting attacked? I never understood this.
So, yeah, that's kind of a dumb thing about Goma. Goma will pretty much block your attacks. Even if you have the boss, the anti-boss formula up, she will still block your attacks, nullifying pretty much any damage you do to her.
Notice how she's also stopped doing the eye laser.
Well, gee, if you keep attacking her, of course she's not going to do the eye laser.
Okay, wait, she's withdrawn from the Deku Tree, and... Is there something I'm not remembering here?
Yeah, don't keep spamming the attack on her.
She must have... Oh, wait, she went into that keep over there. Freaking jackass.
So... I know what you're trying to do, Inferno, but it's not going to work. Quit trying to attack Goma.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm not remembering. Goma can regain health by staying in a keep.
So, allow me to simply state, trying to spam attack Goma is not going to work.
So, how many times does Goma appear throughout the story mode?
Twice.
Okay.
No, hold on. She appears a total of 3 times. The last time is with 2 Gomas instead of just 1. And a manhunt.
Are we talking about the final stage where, like, you know, the giant monsters go all guns blazing?
The who and the what and the where?
Where the giant monsters go all guns blazing.
No. Which stages are you referring to?
The last stage. Eclipse of the World.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about Ganon stage? Where you?
That's why I gave it its track name from the stage, Eclipse of the World.
Well, be mindful. Eclipse of the World also appears on another stage, so I'm still confused.
Ganon.
Also, I just remembered. Goma also appears in another stage. So that's still 4 times. My bad. I must not be remembering this game as well as I thought I did.
Well, it's only 4 times.
So, yes, this is Goma's first appearance. Goma again appears when you play as Ganondorf for the first time, which is fun.
Oh,
Goma,
yeah, along with the Manhandler.
Manhandler and King Dodongo. Spoiler warning.
Oh, there's the kunais.
Goma also... 2 Goma appear in the final stage from Sia, in Sia's Tale. And Goma again appears in the final stage after the final area.
Are we talking Legends or...
Okay. Legends, you know, the Wind Waker chapters.
Oh. Now you love it.
Yeah, I get that joke out system. Anyway, I'm gonna go use the bathroom right fast. I'll be right.
While Dale does the bathroomy things, I'm waiting for Goma to once again shoot the eye laser, like that, and then I shoot into the eye, like that, and then I kill you, like that.
So, on a completely random note, have you seen Hellsing Ultimate, Inferno?
You have asked me this question millions of times already. What?
I have. Oh,
Zero. Zero.
What?
If I had $1 for every time you have, I'd probably be making like at least double my current paycheck.
Anyway, Inferno. The reason why I like over leveling my characters is the fact that, well, in the words of the abridged Alucard, I'm taking a very enthusiastic walk.
Enthusiasm.
And whenever that happens, that basically means he goes on a killing spree of anything that gets in his way.
So how about...
Also, more plot.
So how about a random fact?
Well, first, more plot.
Plot.
But what's this random fact?
The random fact is the beta version of Hyrule Warriors, the original.
The beta?
Yes. It started out as nothing more than a grass cutting simulator.
No, that was funnily enough, that's one of the stages they wanted to have you do, but they're just like, nah, this is dumb. Let's just cut it out.
Wait, they literally wanted a stage where you do nothing but cut grass.
Well, considering the fact that cutting grass is one of the more funny things that Zelda players tend to do, it makes a bit of sense.
And they also even make it as an achievement medal.
So anyway, now we're getting the Tale of the Sorceress, which
the Tale of the
quite
Sorceress.
unique.
Yes. I will say I do like this whole story involving well, the backstory of the main villain of this current chapter and Lana herself, because yeah, they do make mention of the fact that the good from this particular sorceress was dispelled. Henceforth, later on, it's revealed to be none other than Miss Lana herself.
Well, that's what we're getting now. Plain and simple, the sorceress was pretty much cursed with seeing every single timeline, and unfortunately, like many other girls, fell in love with Link. But she knew that she couldn't be with him because she was a sorceress. But you see, this particular sorceress also happened to be guarding a fragment, and, well, it all went downhill from there.
So, long story short, most of this game is Juliet situation.
Is a what?
Romeo-Juliet situation.
Not even close, dude.
Nope. It's more like a girl that really wants the man, but unfortunately, must also kill the woman who is destined to be with that man for all eternity.
Uh-huh. So the way I...
Oh, hey, Colin Cannon.
The way I see this is that Link is in love with Zelda. Did Zelda even realize that Link is in love with her?
Link in love with Zelda is never a thing. Let's make that abundantly clear.
Really?
I like to think that Link is just overtly unaware of
like every other anime protagonist out there, which by the way, people, is called lazy writing.
Unless they do it for a plot reason.
And then it's even lazier because it's the most overused thing in anime history. Even more overused than freaking, like, you know, character deaths.
Yep.
And by character deaths, I mean, like, death of characters that people love.
And then bring them back as evil zombies just because they can.
No, you see, no, that's completely different. And, oh! I forgot that it unlocks now.
What the...
Okay, so after completing Faron Woods, we can also start playing Linkle's Tale.
Oh,
ah,
cool.
yes, Linkle's Tale, yeah.
But there's also the Valley of Seers, which is the next stage in the, well, this is quote unquote the prologue chapter of the game. But now I'm like, but also Linkle though, Linkle.
Well, it's up to you. Do you want to have a little bit more variety with your characters, or do you want to stick to the main plot for now?
But anyway, before I go into that, we actually just unlocked a smithy, which, well, Vizera will easily recognize from Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yep, it's fun.
Well, here Zero, you have a lot more weapons to work with, so have fun.
Inferno, didn't you hear the terror in my voice when I said it's fun?
Oh, don't worry, I heard plenty, my friend.
Yes, I forgot that you feed off the terror I give off, that I radiate.
What the hell, am I a phantom?
No, you're a dragon of cursed power. You find my suffering amusing.
So I'm a phantom.
You're worse than a phantom.
You're the phantom pain, is what you want.
I'm the phantom. I am the phantom here. You're the flaming dragon, hence your name.
So I'm the phantom inside the wizard?
Sure.
You know, even Zero, don't act like you don't get the reference. Yeah.
Nope, I'm not getting it.
Wow.
So
all that time watching Kamen Rider and you still don't remember.
Oh, okay. Now I got it.
Anyway, I say we switch to original character Do Not Steal, who, by the way, was actually restored from a cut concept.
Oh yeah, can someone explain to me the whole concept of Linkle?
Like,
yes, I will.
Yeah,
I can.
Like,
oh, no, I got
she was supposed to be like a female version of Link, and another scrap thing about it was that maybe Link's sister, but it was already Errol for that with Toon Link.
But there's hundreds of different versions of Link. Couldn't they just give one of his other versions?
Female version of Link called Linkle, who already had a design. There's no official art book out, so I know the concept art comes from somewhere. Well, okay, the internet. Let's just say that, the internet. And when they were making Legends, they decided to restore her and give her her own story.
I think the closest concept I can remember is a Twilight Princess concept for Link. Now, there were a bunch of designs that were, my tongue, odd.
Anyhow, Linkle is a really different kind of Link, let me just say. I mean...
Like she talks.
Okay, like I was about to say, okay, first of all, she actually talks, and B, she's not really much of a hero, but you'll see that when it comes to actually playing her tale, which, by the way, we can finally experience for the first time in HD.
In HD?
Second time overall, but the first time in glorious, glorious HD.
Yes, indeed. I guess a little known fact about Linkle is that instead of sword, she uses cross.
Oh, you'll see about her freaking crossbows. So, something that is not told very well is that Linkle's tale actually happens at the same time the events of the game are going on. But it's so focused on her stuff, though, that it doesn't really convey that too much until the end of her tale.
Yes. Well, there are some. Obviously, they do make mention of the fact that Hyrule is under attack, and I believe the next stage after Link's initial appearance, he basically goes off to Lake. Is it Lake Hylia? Really? Excuse me, as I'm finding a bunch of Denalfos who have their morale boosted. And yes, I'm basically playing that stage, for reference.
So, from what I can gather from this, Linkle believes she's a hero because her grandmother said so, and yeah.
Also, one thing about Linkle, she is terrible with directions.
Yeah, her victory animation shows that pretty much.
Yeah. She's not exactly the brightest in the bowl. Like, the best thing she's at is attending to chickens.
So basically she's a bit of an airhead when it comes to directions.
Exactly.
Aha.
She is a bit of an airhead, that much is for certain.
The girl in the green tunic, or in this case, more like a hoodie, just a very cool hoodie.
Little Green Riding Hood.
God, shut up!
I had to.
I knew there was gonna be a reference to fucking Red Riding Hood.
But she doesn't wear the Goron tunic.
I had to make a reference to the fact that she's wearing a green hooded cape jacket thing.
So, all we need is Grandma being sick. And
the big bad wolf house.
No, we already have that covered when you think about it. If you think about it, Zelda's the grandmother, and the villains are the big bad wolf, and Link is just so terrible with directions that she ends up going the opposite direction from Grandma's house.
So what we're told through exposition, and by the way, the Zero making really dumb fanfiction concepts aside, but we're told that the Skull Kid, yeah, he's here for some reason, stole Linkle's compass, and now she gotta get it back.
You know, if I'm being fair here, Skull Kid is said to be he doesn't necessarily, I almost said she, he doesn't necessarily age.
So wait, since Skull, yeah, oh, never mind, it answered the cutscene just answered my question for me.
And what question was that?
Since Skull Kid is here, does that mean that Tattle is close by?
Tattle and Tail.
So let's see. Also, look at Linkle's allies and tell me that isn't the most adorable thing.
Yes, a bunch of chickens.
Why?
Because she's a tender of chickens, and I mean, have you seen cuckoos when they're mad?
No.
They're pretty savage. Oh, by the way, I do. Wow, this actually looks a lot better in HD. Still Kids introduction.
Well, I mean, well, of course it is HD.
So how does Linko have such an easy time running with 2 giant crossbows strapped to her legs?
How does Bayonetta have an easy time running when her guns are literally her heels?
She's a witch.
And Linkle is a freaking anime girl transported into a video game.
She's a farm girl who tends chickens, and apparently practices archery in her spare time.
Okay, so she.
I mean.
Okay, and wait, she's a farm girl who tends chickens. What does it have to do with anything? You gotta remember that the most random Joe Schmo in a video game could at any point
become godlike.
I want you to look at any RPG protagonist ever.
Okay, yeah, we're talking about. Okay, the first one that I can think of is the the protagonist of Fire Emblem Awakening, and yes, I can see where you're coming from. Someone who. Well, I would tell you, but that might be spoilers for anyone who still hasn't played Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yeah, let's keep spoilers out of minute, please.
Oh, dude, gotta love how Skull Kid just keeps teleporting around like a little wuss.
He is a wuss.
Wuss.
That was my best Skull Kid impression.
Uh-huh. Sweet.
Wuss.
Linko has 2 crossbows, and she can also use the bow and arrow. That's isn't that a little overkill on long-range weapons?
You know what? If anything, she can also conjure up fire out of nowhere.
Cool.
Okay, now it's time for the thing that happens a lot to Linkle, like she likes to look around for chickens.
Really?
Okay, no, wait. She gets chickens and they do something else. Like, they like to look for food. Let's see, where's the cuckoo chick? Like...
Basically, you tend to the cuckoos, they evolve into golden cuck, which is basically the enemy, which is basically the captain version of the regular cuckoo.
You know, I hate how tiny this is when it's far away. It's like Xenoblade X levels of bad.
You know, someone's gonna be complaining, saying, "Why don't you just move your chair up then?"
I legitimately can't though because my desk.
I know, but someone's gonna get annoyed with you complaining.
Well, because I was not everyone knows my layout.
Why don't you just take a picture and post it on Twitter then, so people will get a reference.
No.
Don't worry, I know what your layout looks like.
Yeah, but everyone else doesn't.
Well, and I'm not gonna just freaking send a picture of it on Twitter. You see, some people like to reveal a lot about their lives on Twitter. I'm not one of those people.
Nope.
By the way, I would again like to say that I actually do like Lana and Sia quite a bit. They're both pretty good, in my opinion.
Oh right, that's the destination of where the Cuckoo Chick wants to go. You see, that's the thing that they kind of ignored to tell me.
Oh,
why are the chickens running around like someone is cutting off their heads?
Because
it's kind of what a chicken does, actually.
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't believe me?
I never seen a real chicken in my life.
Well, chickens do. Well, when they're frightened, they actually do go literally everywhere.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Actually, yeah. You ever see that one like that one meme clip where freaking this one guy is trying to hold this big chicken and it just freaking goes ballistic on him? You're just a chicken.
Which chicken sounds more realistic, me or Inferno?
I'm freaking making fun of. I'm going with the time of myself, okay?
I know. I'm just making a joke here.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Oh, and I made the golden cuckoo.
Yeah, so the...
Golden Coco's aside, when you actually do use a super effective sub-weapon on a captain, you've already noticed this, but they go ballistic and do accidental friendly fire, which is awesome.
Friendly fire.
They don't really damage the enemies, as far as I've seen. They just mostly just stun them, at best.
Hey, they still do something pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, I admit that. Like, by the way, how are we doing on health, everyone? God damn, everyone is still above half health. I still need to be above 30.
The freaking fire literally spits out of the pole like my man.
So, in other news, Dale,
Yes.
on your side, how many people are viewing this live stream?
Total of 2. Myself.
Same here.
Is that? Oh wait, that's an owl statue. I need more of those. But
You need
see,
more statues.
Well, with Linkle's Tale, though, at least for this stage, I'm stuck back to the originals layout where I was just playing as one person.
Wait, are you at the Deku Tree?
This Farron Woods.
Ah.
I know we were just here, but we're playing as Linkle.
So, she got here after the others already left the area?
More so like before, actually.
Oh, so by the time she leaves, that's when everyone else actually gets here?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Since she took a wrong turn to Albuquerque.
Yeah, she should probably get some directions from Bugs Bunny. After on second thought, no.
Yeah, what's up, door?
But yes. By this time, Sia and her forces have just invaded Hyrule Castle. And Impa has not began her search for Zelda yet. Which doesn't happen, according to in-game, for a few days.
So wait, this happens before even the prologue?
Roughly around... I'd say about the between the in Sia's Tale, in which, in Sia's Tale, when you're playing as, you know, the opposite side, you know, the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
You actually get to see why Zelda and Impa were not aware of Sia's presence until Lana mentioned it.
Uh-huh.
That was basically Sia just kind of got the fuck out of Dodge.
Uh-huh.
Get out of here.
So, Linko has no formal training, and yet she can pull stunts like this off.
Well, nobody said she didn't
You
have
are
training.
questioning this way
I'm about to make a comparison.
Okay.
Compared to Link, who is a trainee and can do this much. Does that show that they're prodigies or something?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, who says she doesn't have prior training herself? Like, she is told by her grandmother that she is, you know, a supposed hero.
Besides, they're also protagonists. And protagonists can always pull off something that normal people can never really pull off.
What's this? The protagonist is dead? By the power of plot convenience, I live!
I know, okay, look, I know what you're referencing.
Really? What am I referencing?
Are you referencing Ghost?
No, I'm not referencing anything at all.
It really feels like you're referencing Ghost, though, because of the way you talked about it when you were explaining it.
Nope. If I was talking about Ghost, I would probably be seething about how obnoxious the show is.
Show or movie? Because I only know one Ghost.
We're talking about the show Kamen Rider Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I only know the movie. I only know the Love movie.
I've never seen Kamen Rider Ghost, but I keep hearing a lot of people say to avoid it.
Avoid it at all costs if you value what little sanity you have left over for Kamen Rider series going crazy.
By the way, you know how Volga is a... Oh, you know when I said Volga can be kind of tough? I'm fighting him with an aura that basically keeps him from, you know, getting flinched.
Aha! So, wait, what level is Linkle?
4.
Holy cow, and you're having this easy of a time?
She's not exactly, like, you know, the, how do I say this? She's not exactly a weak character. Like, when you upgrade Linkle and her combo abilities, she gets ridiculous.
Aha. The reason why I'm saying this is because my Linkle is already level 11.
Yeah, because you're not actually doing her stage.
No, I'm doing the adventure mode.
Again, like I said, Linkle can get pretty goddamn ridiculous. Like, especially after you upgrade her at the Bazaar. Like, Jesus Christ, she gets ridiculously powerful.
So when I finally decide to get to this part in my game, in my copy, she's probably going to be so overpowered that it's not even going to be funny. Cool.
Probably.
Oh, so I know I already asked Inferno this, Dale. Have you seen Hellsing Ultimate, the abridged series?
I've only seen reviews of it, and people say it's a pretty good anime. As for the actual anime itself, no.
You talk about the abridged series.
Ah. Nah.
Well, there's the one in Gag where the main character says that he's gonna take an enthusiastic walk and end up killing people. That's why I love over-leveling characters before doing certain stages, because I just like having them take very enthusiastic walks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So now I'm basically just kind of waiting for Volga to make his reappearance, because the requirement for the Ghost Cthulhu is basically being Volga twice. And in case you're wondering of what stage I'm doing Shining Beacon.
Isn't that an episode from the first volume of Ruby?
No, I at least don't think there is. I don't think there's an episode called Shining Beacon. Even though that would probably... I mean, I know when you think about it, though, it could sound like one, but no.
Let's see.
I was trying to get to the Coco Chick game, but instead you just keep putting anything and everything, including the kitchen sink.
The kitchen sink.
That's one big kitchen sink, then.
Oh, yes. In Inferno?
Yes.
The Shining Beacon is the name of the second episode of Volume 1 of Ruby.
Ah.
So, by the way...
That just shows how much I don't remember about the first volume.
So,
I really had to look it up.
So, I guess a random fact. Inferno, how much of the Let's Endure, or just in general, the Inside On Play for Hyrule Warriors do you remember?
Not too much of it.
Do you remember Phil failing at Shining Beacon at all?
Can you let me finish speaking?
Well, I would, but you need to speak.
Like, oh, it's like, gosh, Scoop, like, you gotta totally let me finish speaking, dude. Okay, but anyway, one part I do remember is, like, I think it was, enemy with a crap ton of morale, and it drained his health, like, instantaneously, to the point where I had to question what the hell happened.
Well, do you know why all those enemies had boosted morale?
Yeah, if you fail one of the side missions in Shining Beacon, they actually do gain a morale boost.
Yes, basically, if you do not have all the in the area, as well as doing the magic circle, yeah, you do fail that. In my case, I'm basically being patient and waiting for Volga to get into the magic circle's radius.
So, did Linkle build her weapons herself?
I mean, you assume she did.
Okay.
It's also a gun.
Whatever contraption she has in the that makes it auto-reload like that is kind of amazing.
It's also a gun.
Yep. That's a Ruby reference.
Alright, this should do. Enemy morale is going to be at the negatives, and I'm going to be going after a freaking Ghost Cthulhu now.
I think I just saw one of my captains go after a freaking whole horde of enemies while in peril.
Wow. Well, they're chickens, so they're not exactly.
Wait. They're not really chickens if they actually keep going after them. That's wow.
They're chickens in the sense that they're clueless.
They are quite a chicken. Like, who let out the chicken?
Link did.
And it's not as fun as Who Let the Dogs Out, unfortunately.
Who?
Linko's the one who let the chickens out.
Who let the dogs out?
Who?
Okay, you know, now that I said that Linko, all I can picture is Linko running around to her destination with a bunch of chickens following behind her.
Come on, Olga! Die, motherfucker! Die, motherfucker! I don't want to have to deal with you at full fucking out.
While Dale goes crazy towards a certain stage,
fuck you, Olga!
That's what happens with Link, though. She literally goes through stages with an army of chickens.
I mean, like, I can picture her running from the village all the way to the death tree with an army of chickens chasing after her.
Well, she does command those chickens.
Well, but she commands the chickens. They're not gonna hurt her because the chickens love her. The chickens.
I mean, like, with Link, you can easily imagine that the soldiers are all marching behind Link, who is basically like the general. How he went from being a trainee to being a general so quick is still a little iffy. Anyway, but with this, Link is literally the general of an army of chickens.
But we literally established that from the beginning of the stage, Zero. So now you're, bruh, come on.
Okay, well,
you're kind of being redundant at this point.
What I'm trying to point out is the fact that she basically has food in case she runs out of food or gets stolen.
She could be a vegetarian for all we know.
Well, you do realize she's not gonna cook her own chickens, you sick fuck.
Farmers do. But
if she gets desperate enough for food and runs out, then I'm pretty sure even she would be.
You are a sick and twisted individual, Zero, and you want to call me out?
Oh, but I know I'm sick and twisted.
I'm not the one who says Linkle's gonna freaking eat her own goddamn chicken. Why would she eat her own chickens, you derp?
Well, her food gets stolen.
Oh, shut
There's
up.
no nearby village.
Zero,
She's in the
I'm
middle of nowhere,
I'm legitimately gonna ask you to actually shut up, because Jesus Christ, man, you are taking this way too far. Like, are you freaking serious, bro?
No. That's why I'm laughing.
Zero. Corner.
He left her village, vowing to restore peace to Hyrule. In her hand, she clutched her.
A golden Cthulhu is appearing on the field.
So now, lore.
Oh, this cutscene definitely just reinforces the fact that Red Riding Hood, except with no sense of direction.
Kiki, but I'm no big bad wolf. I'm just a sucker.
Oh god, where is that golden bastard?
We can hear that through your mic, Dale.
Inferno?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Inferno? Did Linko literally just get her back, only for Skull Kid to steal it again?
The compass's light was quite a mystery to her.
No.
Oh no, never mind.
Okay, can you wait till the cutscene's done before asking questions?
It had to be a sign of her
Sure.
I know we're on the delay, but you see, that's like watching a YouTube video, pausing, then commenting, then resuming the video. By the way, people, stop doing that. It just makes you look dumb.
So now I'm fine, see ya.
And that was Linkle's first stage.
Come back next time to see the rest.
Everything's coming up in the house. But unfortunately, that's all gonna be for Linkle, though, because that's only fair on Woods. You actually gotta do more of the main story in order to get more Linkle.
By the way, first thing Sia does the moment I approach her is she does her fucking special attack right away.
Anyway, meanwhile, at the actual plot of the game, we go already to the freaking Valley of Seers, which you're gonna be seeing.
That's actually where I am.
You're gonna be seeing plenty of. So wait, this is that stage, right? The one that we were talking about earlier?
The one with Manhandler? Yes.
Oh, wait, no, that's Manhandler. Manhandler, enda.
Yeah, the stage I'm on is much later. It's Shining Beacon. What you're going to is the Sorceress of the Valley.
Yeah, I'm well aware. And now we have Lana, who uses a book to attack, although the range of it can take a while to get used to.
The idea of it that you're supposed to use her spells more so, not necessarily her her actual book.
Yeah, I kind of learned that the hard.
Meanwhile, in plot.
Meanwhile,
in Plotland.
But since we can again use the character switch, this will be definitely better to handle. I mean, especially since we gotta get the damn boomerang.
So what was the last thing you expect Gary Heem to do on his free time?
Also, I want everyone to hold on for a second. You guys remember Lewis from Brain Scratch and how he got a mosquito in his room? Well, I got some weird buzzing thing towards my light, so now I gotta go handle that.
Every day,
Have fun.
So what would you think that Gary Heem would do on his time off?
Who?
Gary Heem, one of the characters in this game.
I don't know. Dell?
Yes.
This in general is the second time I played a Legend of.
Okay, so I just took care of it, hopefully.
Okay, Inferno, question. Since Zero gave me a pretty lame answer. What would you say Gary Heem does on his time off?
Looks in the mirror.
Would you imagine him saving the world?
Saving the world? Only in an alternate universe.
Wait, is the guy you're talking about that, like, the...
He's the Orochimaru knockoff. And Inferno has to talk about.
Well, because he pretty much is the Orochimaru knockoff, because he has the pale skin, he has a very, attitude, and he has a long tongue.
Is he the guy with the demon sword thing?
Yeah, he is the should have been villain from Skyward Sword.
Okay, that's who you're talking about.
Yes, indeed.
Like I said, the should have been villain from Skyward Sword, because he would have been a much more interesting villain than what we actually got.
Yeah.
I like Demise.
You should have said the guy from Skyward Sword, considering that's the only game that I played anything of, even if it is very little of it.
Although the reason why you stopped playing is still very petty, for lack of a better word.
Yep, I know, and I know that you're never gonna let me do that.
No, I'm not.
I'm pretty sure even when we eventually go, you're still gonna somehow tell me.
Zero, let me put it too much simple. Say, in 5 years from now, you're not gonna live it down.
In 5 years, in 10 years, heck, even when we are old men playing card games in a nursing home, you're still gonna remind me of that.
We're playing the eventual Dark Souls, for 18 and a half, featuring Bloodborne characters, and I'm just like, oh, freaking hell. Okay, so wait, Link's weapon never changed, so it's still the magic rod.
Yep, you never get a chance to change Link's weapon. I learned that the hard way myself, buddy.
I can't see my blip. Where's my blip? Where the fuck is my blip? Wait,
your blimp's in the air. You said blip, not blimp.
Yeah, okay, wait, I thought it was the red one. I know, I'm the blue one.
Why would you think you're the red one? The red's your enemy.
No, one of the characters is it's a shade of red. I think that's Impa though. Okay, wait, no, and Sheik is the purple blip.
Aren't you green?
No, Lana is green.
Oh.
Okay, ironically, Lana is the green. She is the green.
So, that scarf that Link is wearing, right?
Yes.
Why did that? Whenever I'm looking at it, I start thinking, is he wearing that? Is he just wearing his Breath of the Wild tunic as a scarf in this?
No, but that was the inspiration for Breath of the Wild, I guess.
Because that scarf is the same exact color as his Breath of the Wild tunic.
So you have noted. By the way, see ya, it's not very fun if you start spamming your special attack, bitch.
Oh, look at that! Low battery has appeared to interrupt us. Oh, hi, low battery. How are you doing? Yeah, I wanted to see you all the freaking time. Isn't that nice? Hey, guys, I had a low battery.
Wait. You're talking about your controllers on the battery.
Yeah, my Pro Controller.
I guess that's one of the positives of having it. You don't have to worry about battery life.
Yeah, but I like playing in dock mode. Also, for fuck's sake, Volga, would you just go away?
No, I'm here to stay and fight.
No, you're not. Not according to Health Bar, you're not. And goodbye, bitch. Now get away from my badass ninja.
Wait, I thought she was your badass ninja.
Okay, my other badass ninja. Okay, my badass ninja with a giant freaking, like, you know, the BFS. She just has the BFS.
The big fucking sword.
Yeah. Okay. So interruption number 2.
It's the cousin of the BFG.
So wait, hold on. Interruption number 2. I'm gonna go get the charger cable. That way my damn controller doesn't die in the middle of the stage. I'll check a Conroy.
So.
Oh yeah, I guess we should probably introduce the Dark Nuts. They're piss easy enemies. That's all.
So Dell.
Yes.
The guy who is a demon sword in this, right?
Girahim? Yeah.
Does he actually turn into a sword like Fee does?
He does at certain attacks.
So is there like any sort of relation between the two?
Beyond fan theories that Girahim is the Hyrulean version of the Master Sword, no, there's not really any direct reference between the two.
Because, and I blame fan comics, but I feel like Hyrulean is like a stalker towards Fee.
I've seen one little miniature comic of Fee and Girahim when they were kids, and this is just a fan comic, so don't worry.
Okay, hey guys. Hey guys, so like live little thing here. So here's the problem. Both my USB ports are taken up by current technology I'm using, like my microphone and the Elgato cable. So I actually have to switch out the controller I'm using just so I could charge this one. So what you're gonna be seeing on screen is me changing my controllers in a minute. So which is funny, just because I'm like, oh shit, I don't have another USB bus to use. Okay, that's something I gotta remember for the freaking list. Holy crap. I'm laughing at myself thinking about it. Holy crap.
So, yeah. Hyrule saved.
So back to the fan comic, you said you read one where that depicted them as children?
Yeah, it depicted them as children. Girahim draws a little picture of Fee, which looked absolutely adorable, and then Fee does the same, but hers is so crude and such. I thought it was so adorable, like.
Or the fan comic called like "Growing Up Fee" or something like that.
I looked at it on a site that didn't exactly have an official title for it, so.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, though. Where Fee is going through preschool or something.
Yes, I believe that's basically what it depicts.
Yep. I love that fan comic. It's just,
It's not really much of a fan comic as it's just a few images, just kind of
yeah.
showing off just a cute little scenario. And I thought, aww,
Yeah.
I was them in the actual canon.
Yeah, I wish that too, because it shows that she is more than just an emotional magical sword.
Yeah, it just shows how much emotion she has despite not actually having any.
And of course it drops.
By the way,
So anyway, I'm now actually going old school and I'm using the doggy controller, as I like to call it.
You mean the Joy-Cons?
The Joy-Con grip, or as I like to call it, the doggy controller.
yeah,
because of the mascot.
I do not like the feel of how small that controller is compared to the Pro controllers.
Yeah, but I gotta make do with it because because freaking both my USB ports are taken up, at least until my like, you know, dumbass decides to get another freaking USB bus, but that means I gotta wait for the next payment to come in, so
Eventually.
You see, people, paychecks come, like, you know, only in very weird intervals, so wait.
Alright, well, I've now entered the Ganondorf chapters.
Alright.
So now I get to play as the goddamn King of Evil.
The goddamn king?
The goddamn king.
Goddamn king. Alright, goddamn king.
And I'm only a mere 5 gold skatos away from completing yet another illustrated piece of art.
So what's so special about the illustrated pieces? Are they just there for the heck of it?
They will. Okay.
Inferno, let me explain it better, because I got a little bit more experience than you. Please.
Okay, wow. Okay, hold on, you motherfucker. I know you do, but you don't gotta say it like that, you dick.
Okay.
I mean, anyway, but yeah, I could use some concentration mode anyway, so go ahead.
Okay. In the original Hyrule Warriors, they were just simply extra scenarios with no real benefit beyond just train up your characters more. However, in Hyrule Warrior Legends, that's where you get your alternate costumes. You know, like the Dark Link, the hero of the sky, princess of the Twilight. You know, all those alternate costumes you get in the original, as either DLC or as prepaid stuff. Yeah, it's basically where you get your alternate costumes from.
So wait, Shadow Link is one of the alternate costumes?
Yes, you get that through the True Partners illustration scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And quite literally, all you gotta do is just beat it on. I believe it is a adventure mode. Don't prove me wrong. I believe you just need to beat it in general. Like, it doesn't matter what rank you get, you just gotta beat it in general. Oh no, you actually gotta get an A rank. Oh boy.
Uh-huh. So does every character have an alternate costume?
Only certain ones, and again, they're only they're only the original prepaid costumes you get from the original Hyrule Warriors. Which in reality has no real bearing on you.
So what characters have alternate costumes?
Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf are the only ones who have those particular costumes. Like, you can get like a Nintendo 64 Ganondorf. You can get Princess Ganondorf.
I mean, in general.
Oh,
every character.
Impa's taking a beating.
Every character technically has alternate costumes. I don't know if the DLC characters for Legends does, like Medley, Yuga, Ravio, Marin, and Toon Zelda. I don't know if they have alternate costumes now, in this version. I imagine they do now, but...
So, wait, what does Link's and Fi's alternate costumes look like?
Their alternate I believe the alternate costumes themselves are basically references to other Zelda characters. Like one of Fi's alternate costumes is based on the Fairy Queen from Wind Waker.
Fi, isn't it pronounced Fi?
Fi, Fo, Fum.
But the game pronounces it Fi though, so technically that's the correct pronunciation.
Yeah, I think
they had to approve it.
I don't know
so...
where I suddenly got the pronunciation. I got the pronunciation wrong. I really don't know where I got it wrong. It's like 10. like 10 at night. Okay, I'm a little tired.
Okay, at least 10 Central, we can stress.
Yeah.
Fair, why not?
Time zones are a thing, yada yada. I think everyone on the internet can support it.
Yep.
So I'm about to play the big bad King of Evil himself. Any particular characters you want me to use as the alternate 2 slots? Normally for Xanthan Green.
Fee and Gahilion. Just because it's amusing. Or use a whole team of villains if you really want to make them.
Oh, but the engineer is seriously in trouble already. Are you? This is what happens when you let the AI do the job.
Yep. I said that the AI improved a little from what you've told me compared to what you told me. I never said it improved that much.
I usually have a character follow the engineer.
I had Link doing it, but the problem is there were 2 Dark Nuts. Freaking Dark Nuts.
You know what? At least they're not quite as annoying as in Twilight Princess.
Very true. Also, I don't have the boomerang yet, so this is annoying us even more.
I played Girahim last stage. I think I'm gonna go and get a little love to Gandorf's other servant of evil.
Servant of evil.
Anyway, I am not letting this SOB out of my sights anymore because I really can't trust any of these AIs with escort missions.
No, you can't.
It's like, what's next? Freaking Resident Evil 4?
Yes.
I play Resident Evil 4. It's not, the escorts aren't really that bad, but yeah, trying to save her ass is kind of a nuisance sometimes.
Oh great, the ruins are in danger of falling because some people don't know how to defend.
You know what? I like reading Gandorf's lines, so excuse me. Exactly that.
Koei Tecmo, look, how about
Follow me, come back, or else perish again.
Dale, I know you like it, but not now. Not now, bro.
There's a time and
There is a time and a place for everything. This is not that.
I'm sorry, okay? I like reading. What can I say?
Also, could the engineer stop trying to fight? Like, I mean, good lord, man. You are not a fighter. Stop trying.
Well, technically he is a fighter. He's a knight.
Oh my god. Okay, it's just... There's
he's
even
not.
one freaking bokoblin on screen, and next thing you know, oh, I must ignore my engineerial duties.
Yeah, they
He's
kind
not-
of do that a lot. It's even worse with the goddamn Highland Captain that appears in adventure mode.
He's not one of the Knights of the Round Table. He shouldn't be fighting.
Yeah, he's not Lancelot.
No. No, he's not. No one wants to be.
None of them
No.
eats.
No one wants to be Lancelot. Lancelot is the traitor in Arthurian tales.
But he's also the strongest knight of the round, though.
Yes.
By the way, for context of what I mean by the Highland Captain, I mean the one that just suddenly appears in the middle of battle, and it's the one that easily gets injured. And if you don't save his ass, you suddenly get a freaking Hylian ghost.
Oh, of course, one of the captains is in danger because the captains are never useful.
No, that's not true. They're useful for being punching bags.
But unfortunately, those punching bags also they give you a few more minutes. Unfortunately, those punching bags don't give you enough extra minutes. And now I can see why the ruins fell because guess what? Darkness.
Can I just brag how much I keep most, if not all, my Highland Captains alive? I just want to brag about that for a moment.
Dale,
Man, part of
Yes.
me just
I can tell you right now that Inferno is radiating like a aura that I can feel all the way from where I am.
And I can tell that you're just bullshitting.
I'm not bullshitting. In Metro maybe I lose a few Highland Captains, but for the most part, my army stays completely
You
alive.
forget that you weren't the one talking, brother. Zero's like, I can feel Inferno radiating an aura. Hey, do you speak for me when it comes to my aura?
His aura feels like someone trying to suffocate you.
Let me tell you about my aura. My aura is a thing.
Blue.
My aura is... Okay, you know what? Why don't we get Lucario up in this while we're at it if we're going to be talking about auras?
Lucario.
My aura.
Wait. Aura. Let's get the...
Aura!
Thank you. Rats.
Are you a rat?
No, actually, when you said... The way you said it made it sound like Knuckles was digging. Like an SAT.
Aura!
Rats. Anyway, Link, you are on guard duty, literally.
Isn't that what he
guard
does? Isn't that what he does in his spare time anyway?
No, he is on ultra guard duty.
What he does on spare time is making food.
Really?
Well, if you're Breath of the Wild.
I cannot imagine Link cooking.
I can't. No, it's Breath of the Wild, in which he's like, if you make him, can be a pretty good cook, and he can make quite some crazy freaking foods.
Oh, Inferno. Just curious, have you checked the Have you checked the stable walls any?
The what?
Like the inside of the stables, the walls.
In Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
I haven't played in kind of a while, so I haven't really done anything.
Well, whenever you get a chance, look at the walls, and you'll see a little poster that has a little recipe on it.
Oh, new recipe.
Yes, it's in every stable, by the way. So.
A skilled summoner has appeared. This is gonna suck unless I get that goddamn boomerang.
I forget what the difference is between a summoner and the skilled summoner.
I would say the skilled summoner summons captains. That's probably the difference, is that it summons captains.
Probably, actually, now that you mention it.
It doesn't matter. Sheik is cutting everything in half.
You really love playing Sheik, I've noticed. Like, every time I look up, you're playing Sheik or Link.
She keeps being in the right places at the right times.
You know, most people would not think that's a good thing. That tends to get people killed.
No, I'm like she happens to be keeping in the right places at the right times whenever I need her to be. So, like, say for example, she was closest to the like to this northern part of the map, which I really kind of needed to be, so I could get the goddamn boomerang. I need to cut down those vines. And right now, Impa is also now Impa's playable finally, so now I can actually freaking do that. And now some Dark Force are advancing towards the allied base. You see, they made the character switching for a reason, because they were gonna make you work with it. And by work, I mean literally.
They're gonna make you bleed, sweat, heal. They're gonna make you give your blood.
Sweat. Wait. Bleed, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
I would like to bring that up for a second. Bleed, sweat, and tears. That is a new one. Bleed, sweat, and tears. That is.
Well, I've heard the phrase. You know, I put my heart and soul into this, or you know,
my heart, soul, and dignity.
This, but I've never heard it said that way.
I put my heart, soul, and dignity into this.
Also,
not insult it.
Also, anyone else notice how these chieftains are freaking huge?
The what? Who?
Like, I don't know if it's just me, but the Lizalfos chieftains are freaking huge.
Oh yeah, the chieftains. Yes. Basically, they're supposed to be, you know, designated as the top level tier. Like, they're supposed to be like commanders.
They're basically mutant lizards, aren't they?
That's what that's what they pretty much are. It's like, you know, they're lizards.
Cool.
Yeah, but the chieftains, though, like, I don't know if it's just because Impa's was like a kind of lower level for this kind of map, but like she's not doing as much damage as she should be.
Oh, trust me, even if you play as Ganondorf, who is supposedly like the second tallest character in the game, they still overtower him.
Huh. Well then.
So trust me, they're just big, just to show off their power.
Yeah, no, like seriously, I don't remember. Like, I mean, I don't remember the chieftains like until now, but they are freaking huge.
Oh, and they also appear again later, by the way.
I mean, I'm not gonna doubt it. I mean, like, they would freaking, like, you know, pass up the opportunity.
Heck no. I'm surprised they actually appear more frequently here, because they only appear as tail otherwise in the original.
I'm guessing they wanted to make more use of them, and again, that character switching mechanic, they really wanted you to actually use it in effect. So what do? They just clutter up the stage with more stuff.
That's not really healthy for handle.
Well, hey, it keeps you alert.
True.
Look, prisons.
It definitely helps more than it does in Fire Emblem.
Well, I feel like also just your ally AI being dumb also unintentionally makes it more strategy related.
You think that with this they would make the AI at least as smart as they did in Fire Emblem Warriors?
Yeah, you think they would have actually changed the AI to be like that, but no.
Granted, Warriors isn't much better. Fire Emblem Warriors isn't that much better.
I know, but at least when you command them to take a keep, they'll take it in like maybe a few minutes. Like here,
yeah.
they just stand there like a bunch of idiots.
Inferno, that's what they do when you're standing right next to them.
By the way, Inferno, can you not lock onto BMOS anymore?
Oh wait, I just never attempted it. Force of habit.
Yeah, I know, but they allow you to lock onto BMOS now. So you don't necessarily need to aim with your bombs anymore.
Force of habit. Like I just more like just blindly throw the bombs at them like I used to, just because I played the Wii U version a hell of a lot more, so it's just that coming back. Also, is it just because of Sheik's running animation, or does she run just a bit faster?
What?
What?
Like, is she running a bit faster than, like, you know, anyone else, or is it just a running animation, just being on ninja?
Yeah, that's just the effect of the animation itself.
The animation
Every character,
all Naruto.
Every character runs the same. Let me just point it like that.
Yeah, but she really does give the illusion of faster movement, which in turn kind of makes it feel like it's faster.
Yep. Listen, we're gonna do this to make it seem like you're faster. In reality, you're still running the same speed as everyone else.
Also, frickin' look at Sia here. My God.
My God, look at those. Look at her hat.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, look at that hat. It's so big and, like, you know, the edge is nice and smooth in this one part. And
I was trying to avoid the obvious joke, but
so,
okay.
So what do you see here? 2Ds and an F. Okay, so no, we're not gonna get our good battle with Sia now. No, and so we're gonna get it with I still can't believe this is a goddamn name.
Well, it's an
Handler.
Really?
Yep.
Manhandler. They wanted you to use your freaking boomerang somehow, so that's how they're gonna do it. And I wonder who's the closest to Manhandler right now, because that's the good.
Yep.
Impa, you signed up.
The name they gave that character is...
Manhandler's been around since the first Zelda game, but I don't think he's been in, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think, like, I think like this is the first appearance since then.
Say what?
Like, Manhandler, like, has he appeared besides the first Zelda game in this?
Yes, he's appeared in a playing game. He's in the Game Boy games. He's in the he's in Four Swords, because you know they want to take advantage of the whole Four Sword thing. I believe he's also in Minish Cap.
Okay, that would probably also better to know because I never played Four Swords or.
Yeah.
I know Minish Cap was the creation of the Four Swords. Oh wait, and they actually want to teach you now about the gathering mechanic.
I will say Manhandler in spirit has appeared in plenty of games though. Like Demos, for example. If you notice, Manhandler is supposed to be a reference to the piranha plant. There have been plenty of piranha plant-esque enemies.
Now here, you see, as you can see right here, use the command in order to call your allies to Manhandla, and then it'll actually give you more of an advantage.
Yes, basically, this is basically what Sorry, I was reading up the condition for the Ghost Cthulhu.
Alright.
What was that saying? Oh yeah. Whenever you gang up on a boss, oh wait, stop spamming your attack, Inferno. Actually wait for them to actually attack you with their, heads. Then counter.
You are... Okay, wait, what the hell? Boss damage? Oh, got it.
Yeah, that means even if they're not downed, you can actually do more damage. And yes, while I'm basically being an ass, I'm also an asshole with a point.
That is true, Inferno.
And here's the part where he retreats. I don't like this, because now he'll spawn heads. You have to defeat each head, and it's random which one will actually spawn Manhandla back up.
There's 2 guarantees. There's always 2 guarantees.
So now...
And it's not as random as you think. It's only random in 2 spots. The others are just decoys.
You know, when you say that, it reminds me of that one stage here in the Valley of Seers later in the game where Impa summons clones, and whenever you beat one of the fakes, she's just like, "Oh, you beat a clone. You must be real proud of yourself."
I don't know whether to call her a dick for that or just call her awesome.
I call her more awesome for that, if only just because, again, Impa is pretty freaking awesome.
I call awesome for the fact that she is basically insulting the King of Evil.
Also, now we actually capture the goddamn ruins. So
and you know what? It makes it even better when it makes it even better when you consider Ganondorf becomes a freaking god essentially, and the Highland forces still managed to beat him.
Well, more of the main characters, but yeah, I get your point. So I'm gonna send Sheik over to try and get, or at least try and get to the summit. I mean, I don't know what it is with the AI, but they run really freaking slow compared to you.
It's strange. I'll admit it. I'm gonna be
so that wasn't just me who was thinking the AI is slow with this.
Okay, so now I actually did reveal the real Manhandla. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go play a Sheik, and then I'm gonna go capture that summit. I don't know what it might spawn me, so...
It spawns you a piece of heart. Spoiler.
Oh boy. Where do I get that piece of heart as that? That's... Oh, Christ.
And as far as I know, Lana's the one who gets the heart painter.
Okay, so what I gotta do now, though, since I already sent Sheik over here, and just had to let Impa distract Manhandla in the meantime. And I gotta...
Just be mindful that the piece of heart is for Sheik, so...
Is it?
I mean...
Let's see, what do we got?
Like I said, piece of hearts are always in keeps. The heart container is somewhere else, always.
Yep, piece of heart.
Unless they're playing adventure mode, in which both are always in keep.
Yeah, very true. Anyway, everyone to Manhandla.
The war!
War is hell. The last thing we want is a fight. Oh, I forgot Manhandla had that pinball-y attack. The one where he just freaking goes all ballistic like a... freaking like on pinball bumpers. Also,
yeah, I always seem to get that attack in terms of RNG a lot when in adventure mode. I don't know why, but he just loves that attack.
Get out of my keep!
So Inferno, which character is your favorite to play as?
We're not counting Link with the Master Sword for cheating's sake, or for quote-unquote cheating's sake, because that weapon is so overly powerful.
Yeah, we're not counting him.
Let's see, I'm trying to remember. Link was pretty freaking fun to play as. Ganondorf with his trident is godlike.
I'm not gonna deny that. I fucking love Ganondorf Trident. Like, when I first played as him in Hyrule Warriors, oh my god, that actually felt amazing.
Okay, I've gathered everybody to Manhattan. So now it's time for him to suffer.
Suffer the wrath of teamwork.
The real superpowered teamwork?
Yes. Excuse me, I'm going to refresh, and my internet is really crapping out for some reason.
So what else is new? Oh, hi, train. Gotta love that train in the background.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Yeah, choo-choo, motherfucker. Gotta love how, like, Llama just rider kicks the damn thing.
You know what? I kind of miss the animation of, you know, doing, you know, weak point smashes on bosses. That's one thing I will admit I miss.
Also, okay, here's something I find funny. When the train passed by, frames started dropping.
Frames are dropping?
Yeah, a little bit. So, I feel like the train sabotaged the stream.
How dare it sabotage the stream!
Yeah, because holy crap, the kilobytes are dropping.
Well, that might be what's affecting my end, because goddamn.
Whatever it is, it's a... Isn't it... Okay, so wait. CS begin that wish on the Gate of Souls now, and my freaking kilobits and frames are dropping down. So, it's like her plan went into effect.